Hey guys, welcome back. The other day when I was speaking to my friend, we just started talking about our college days. And she suddenly reminded me of an incident which has happened to us. It was not an incident, it was a tragedy basically. But of course that was something which we will always remember. So that she reminded me about that incident and I just thought of sharing that incident with you so that you can also start thinking about such incidences and start sharing it with people or you start speaking in English about it. Now, see how this incident is related to a conversation. So, my friend called up and we were talking, and then we suddenly remembered about that incident, right? And then she narrated the whole incident to me just for me to remember it. And of course, I just immediately recalled the whole incident and we spoke about it at length. Okay, so this is how conversations work, real life conversations work. So that is why I am trying to come up with such incidences, experiences, or events in my life or in anybody's life, which is day to day life, which we come across and start speaking on those topics or on those things, right? So I am just trying to come up with some incident which has happened in my life so that you can also start thinking about it and you can also pick some small or big any incident and you can start speaking about it in English to improve your communication skills, to improve your fluency, and to improve your confidence in speaking in English. Okay, so that tomorrow, if you are supposed to have a conversation with people on any of these topics, any topic, any incident, any real life event, it will be easier for you to speak about it, to translate your idea to the other person. Okay, so that is the benefit of this session wherein I pick up daily life conversation topics and I speak about it, and I want you to either speak with me or repeat after me or take that idea and start speaking on your own. Come up with your own incident, come up with your own experience and start talking about it. Right? If you do it every single day for 10 or 15 minutes, it will be very helpful for you. You will get into the practice of speaking, and then if you go outside and if you meet people and if you want to have a conversation in English about something, it will be, you will have that confidence to speak about it since you have already practiced it many times. Okay, so that is the advantage of practicing this daily life conversations. On that note, guys, if you are convinced, please subscribe my channel, do share my videos, like my videos, and write your comments in the comment section. So today's topic is I'm going to discuss that event or that incident in my life which has happened, about which me and my friend were speaking. So guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently. So guys, I'm going to discuss about that event which has happened to us, or that incident which has happened to us while we were in college, and me and my friend were speaking about it the other day. Last night we spoke about it and she reminded me about that incident, and of course I remember that, but of course she reminded me yesterday. So we were in post graduation and there was a weekend, so we thought of going somewhere and going on a small trip and enjoying the day. What we did is we were 5 people and we booked a cab and we went to a beach. So there's a famous Kashid beach here in Maharashtra and we went there. So we were 5 of us and we were all girls and we went there. So early morning we left and it was 4 hours drive or something at that time. So we reached there on time. 3 to 4 hours it took for us to reach there. We reached there. The beach was very clean. Everything was very good, and the weather was also nice. It was not very hot at that time. So we went to the beach. What we did was we packed our phones and everything in a pouch and we kept it and with us. But since we all were so engrossed or so involved, we were so in that moment that we just kept our pouch somewhere and we forgot where it is. Okay, and we were just enjoying the beach. We went into the waters. We played some sports also there, and some of our friends knew swimming, so they did swimming also there. So whatever which whoever wanted to do what thing, they did that there. So we went, we sat there in the waters. We sat there on the beach, and the water was coming in. So we enjoyed that day, the whole day, and then later on, once we all were wet and we were tired, then we went to have food. So we took our pouches and we went there and we had food. And in between, when we wanted to go and eat something because we were hungry, and it was like 2-3 hours we spent on the beach, so we wanted to go back and have something to eat. So what we did, we went there and we saw the pouch was all wet. We didn't realize anything. We took that pouch and we went there, we took a bath, and then we ordered our lunch and a nice fish fry and whatever thali was there. So we ordered that lunch there. We sat there and we ate. There was a lot of swings also there, so we relaxed on the swings and we actually utilized that time, and we had a lot of fun there. So we tried everything whatever was available there, and we really enjoyed that day a lot. And then it was evening and we thought of having tea and then leaving the place, because now we have to reach on time as well. We left the place, and in between we just thought of calling somebody, or one of our friends just thought of calling someone, and she took her phone out and it was not working. And she said that, guys, my phone is not working. Can somebody help me? I want to call someone. She had to call somebody probably. So then we all of us took our phones, and to our surprise, none of our phones were working. All our phones were not working. It was all switched off. And then we suddenly realized that we kept that on the beach and the water came there and the pouch was wet. The water must have gone inside the phone. And we realized that the pouch was wet, so the water must have gone inside the phone. And that is why the phone is dead. And we all were so surprised and shocked, and we were so terrified also, like, and we got scared also because we don't have a phone, and it was evening, it's getting dark, and we are in a cab, we don't know anything, we don't know the place. And then suddenly we started getting scared. So phone is something which is quite helpful for us, and it was all that we were all discussing in front of the driver also, cab driver. And then we suddenly realized that the driver is there. So we were so scared at that moment, so we started discussing it in front of the driver, and then we realized that we shouldn't discuss this, and then we stopped. But we all, in our minds, we all started thinking something, we all started thinking something or the other. So we were very scared at that time, and the whole journey was like we all were very quiet, we didn't utter a word, and we all were just praying that we just reach our place on time. But thankfully, people are very good here, and it's quite a safe place. But still, when something happens to you, you don't have anything else, you don't have a phone, you feel little worried, right? Because that is something which is very handy. Meet with some accident, if something happens, if some unpleasant thing happens, you always have your phone, you can dial someone and ask help. So we didn't had that liberty at the time, so that is why we were very scared at the moment. So anyways, we reached our place, and near our place there was a mobile shop. So we stopped there, we asked the driver to stop there, we stopped there, we went to the mobile shop, and we asked the person that, see, this has happened, so can you please check? So he checked and he said, yes, the water has gone inside the phone, and I'm not sure if it is going to work, the phone is going to work. And we also started thinking about our families also. They must have been contacting us, and they must be worried because the phone is not getting through, so they must be worried about us, right? So we started thinking about that also, and we got worried a lot. So we went into this mobile shop, and then we asked the person, we told the whole story, and he said, okay, you have to give your phones, and I'll see what we can do, how if it can be repaired or not. And then what he did was he did a favor to us. We stayed nearby, so we often, if some problem happens, we used to go for recharge and other things to this shop. So he knew us, so he gave a phone, a normal phone, which was a spare phone which he had, and he said, okay, you can take this if you want to talk to your family or anybody, so you can take this, and tomorrow you can just come and check with me, like if our phones can be repaired or not, and then you can bring that phone. We said, yeah, thank you so much, bhaiya, we really needed that. So we thanked him a lot, and we took that phone, and one by one we started calling our parents, and we told them that we are safe. And my parents were also very worried. They were like, we were trying since long, like since 2 hours we were trying, and your phone was not reachable, so what happened? So I told them the whole story, and they were like very scared and said, next time you guys, you're not going anywhere, you have to stay in your hostel, or you go inside the city wherever you want to go, but don't go on long trips like this. So parents will be worried, of course. We were also worried about them, that they must be contacting us. So anyways, so that has happened. So that was an incident, a tragedy which has happened to us, and we were quite unaware of it. Like we never thought that all of our phones will be dead at the same time, and we'll be left with no phone. So yeah, so this is the incident she reminded me of, and then we started talking about this event in the whole conversation. So that is how conversations happen, guys. Somebody remembers something about their childhood, they share some experiences about their childhood, and we also suddenly start sharing our experiences also about the childhood, right? Or if somebody shares about some experience they had with the manager or office or colleague, and then we also start describing, yeah, the same thing happened with me also, and we talk about it at length. So this is how conversations happen, guys. That is why I've taken this incident, because last night only I spoke to her and we spoke about this incident, and I thought of that this is the best example of telling you how conversations happen, or what do we discuss in a conversation. So this is a perfect example of what I tell you every single day, that I pick everyday conversations and I talk to you about it, so that you can also speak with me or repeat after me, or take that idea and start speaking, coming up with your own story and speak about it, right? So these are the experiences, events, incidents, tragedies, or funny moments, or sad moments, or anything we talk about in our conversations. We exchange these thoughts with others, right? So this is how conversations work. So why can't we start practicing it on our own, just to gain more confidence and fluency before we start speaking about it with other people in English? Okay, so that is the idea behind the whole exercise. So if you take it very seriously, you can just, the whole day something or the other happens to you, take one incident and start describing it, right? You don't need to talk about what I have spoken. You can take any incident and start describing it on your own. The best part is you can come up with a script. You can jot down your ideas. You can write your script and then start practicing. Okay, so it would be easier for you to speak about it. Record your video, record your voice and listen to it to analyze where you're going wrong, or what correction you need, or what improvements you need. Right? So guys, this is the best way to learn to speak English fluently and confidently quickly. And there's no shortcut to practice. Real life conversation is the best, because you will be in practice of speaking about it, and it will be easier for you to speak to people about the same thing if situation comes up, right? If tomorrow you want to speak to somebody in English, and if you get the similar topic, if you want to talk about your childhood or any experience or anything incident in your life which you have already practiced before, it will be easier for you to speak about it in front of other people, right? So that is why start taking these incidences, these experiences, these stories, tragedies, events, and start speaking about it in English, at least for 10 minutes every day or 15 minutes every day. Start doing it, guys, from today, and keep practicing. This is really going to help you a lot. Trust me on this. See you. Bye-bye.